There's an old boating safeguard that when you are going through a storm, you throw off non-essential cargo. This helps stabilize the ship and weather the wind, the rain, the waves, the storm. I can remember this back from the old Bible stories of Jonah or Paul or any of the others when they were going through a storm and they would begin throwing things overboard. But this is a practice that is still used today. And I think the analogy is helpful as we consider minimalism in a crisis. Whether you're talking about a personal crisis that you might be going through, the loss of a job, an illness, a tragedy, or whether we're talking about the cultural and societal crisis that we're all going through right now and trying to make the sense of COVID-19. I want to talk about minimalism at this point in time because there is a reaction that we might have to the crisis where we gather as much as we can and we hoard as much stuff as we can. And you can see it with people running to the grocery store or the pharmacy and grabbing as many things as they possibly can in their cart. But there's an opposite response, and that is that we would use this crisis to throw off non-essential cargo from our lives. That we would not hoard possessions, but we would actually begin to remove the ones that we don't need. Why would we do this? Well, I can think of a number of important benefits. Number one, we find more freedom in our spaces. We find more freedom in our life. If our homes are filled with things that we don't need, it is constricting and it is frustrating. But as we declutter our spaces, as we own less stuff, our homes can be calm, our homes can be more peaceful. Another reason we would throw off non-essential cargo is the flexibility that it provides us going forward. The world is going to change. Your life is going to change. Who knows what tomorrow holds? Who even knows when this storm is going to end? But as you own fewer possessions, you become more flexible, whether you need to move, find a new job, or make changes in the way you live. Number three, financial stability. As we own fewer possessions, our life costs less. It costs less to maintain our things. It costs less to organize and manage our things. As we begin to own less, we begin naturally to buy less. And suddenly we can find more financial stability than we had before. Another reason throwing off non-essential cargo, embracing minimalism in a crisis is a benefit, is because it helps us provide goods to those who need it. I suppose the boat analogy doesn't work super good about throwing cargo off into the ocean, but we can use this time, especially if we are financially stable, to look out for the needs of others and to help others, and our excess can become a blessing to other people. One last benefit of throwing off unneeded cargo as I think about it is that we begin to look for security in places that can actually deliver. One of the problems in looking for security in material possessions is that possessions never provide that security. And so we start hoarding items, and we only hoard more and more and more, thinking that they will help us feel safe in the crisis, but they never do. Instead, we turn to faith, and we turn to friends, and we turn to family. We turn to things that we know to be true about ourselves, the good, the benefit, our talents. When we begin to rely on those things for our security going forward, we begin to find lasting security in a crisis. Now, hear me correctly. I'm not saying that it's wise to go throw away every single thing that you have, but I'm saying as we go through this crisis, whether you be going through a personal crisis or a societal crisis, begin to see how owning less can help you bring back control of your life, can bring back intentionality into your life, can bring freedom and flexibility and financial stability going forward. As you remove the items from your home and your life that you don't need, you will be more stable and more equipped to weather any crisis that you may be going through.
Hi everyone, it's Kim Becker. Thanks for watching this video. If you liked it, we'd love to have you give it a thumbs up. And if you'd like more videos like this, then consider subscribing to our channel.